Okay then, Meeps. Now we are looking at the Gates of Gold expansion to Viscounts of the West Kingdom. This one introduces a few new concepts. The first one is to do with this leader card. So before, there was a single leader card that gave you, when you had it, you gained one hand size. Now there are multiple ones that get shuffled up and revealed, and increases variability with what ability it gives you when you have it. So that's one bit. There are these two new decks of cards in which one gets revealed at the start of the game. They're called Specialized, which is this card, and Diversified Builders. Now at the top left you'll see like either a not equals or equal sign. Essentially what that is saying is throughout the game, if you specialize and you get all three of one type of building, so all three guild halls, all three trading posts, or all three workshops, the first person to do it takes this card and has an ongoing effect for the rest of the game and will get 2 points at the end of the game. With the diversified, it's the first person to create to build one of each type, so one guild hall, one trading post, one workshop. Once you've done that, first one to do it takes this and has an ongoing passive throughout the rest of the game, unlike the leader cards, but like the cleric bonuses, these cannot be taken from you once you have them. There are new manuscripts that have been added in, new townsfolk cards that have been added in also. We have these new manuscript boards, which are a place to store your manuscripts and also give you ongoing abilities. And we have two new decks of cards. We have the Outsiders, or the Outriders deck, sorry, and we have the King's Orders cards. So, what does that mean for the game? So going in with the manuscript board, each player will get one of these at the start of the game. They are almost the same, except each one that comes with a manuscript already printed on, and it will be a different colour per person. So this player has a grey, and this person has a yellow one. So, like I say, as well as having a place to put each colour, which changes depending on the board, and then you can see your sets quite easily. When you first build a manuscript in the top row, you get to unlock the ability that is on there. So we already have this one unlocked because we already have our first manuscript. And what this means is whenever you would hire a townsfolk, you can instead take a King's Order card for the cost of 3 and put it in your discard pile. Just like any other card, but it does something different, all to do with the Outriders later on in the game. So that's that card. That's that one. You have that at the start of the game. This one, once you've unlocked it, is whenever you would need to pay a coin. If you want, you can spend a resource instead of a coin. This one is, at any point you can pay 2 coins in order to draw a card. This one is pay any 3 resources to shuffle the cards in your tableau. And that is what they do. Once they are unlocked, they can be activated at any point on your turn as many times as you have the resources to do it. So if you had a lot of resources and you wanted, a lot of gold, you could do that 4 times if you had 8 silver. And if you had 6 inkwells you didn't want to use anymore, you could do that twice to rearrange twice. I don't know why you would, but you could. But you could rearrange literally before step 1 on your turn, so you could get rid of a drop-off card to help you there. So that's what the manuscript board does. Now, briefly mentioned this, and the King's Order cards, which are going to go into your deck. They, just like normal townsfolk cards, have a symbol. They have a bonus when you put them into your discard pile, which is discard a card if you wish. And then they also have they can potentially do two different things, both to do with the Outrider cards. So when at the start of the game, you will have a King's Order put into your deck. When you have it in your hand, that's when you have your choice on what to do with them. The first thing you can do with them is, just like any normal card, you can play it to your tableau, and once it gets to the end and it drops off, as it has a drop-off action, you can discard it. Instead of to your, you don't shuffle it back in, you discard it to the pile, and you get to take one of these Outrider cards for free. So the Outrider cards will have symbols. They have quite a lot of symbols. They're not too bad. But the bottom of them are all endgame scoring. So although they give you good symbols, they don't give you any abilities throughout the game, but they will give you endgame scoring. So you would take one and you would put it in your discard pile, and then shuffle it in as it goes, and then reveal the next one from the top of the deck straight away. So there's always 3 available for people. That's one thing you can do with your King's Order card. That is welcoming Outriders. The second thing you can do is this bit here. Whilst it's in your hand, you, through any normal means of destroying cards, so for example this trading area here where it says you can destroy a card, you can destroy a card to unwelcome the Outriders. So what you do there then is you would once again get rid of this card, so it goes back into there. You choose any one of them, and you do the action in the top right. As you can see, a lot of them are corruption. I think there might be some virtue gaining or maybe some nasty ones, but yeah, you get whatever actions in the top right. So 3 gold, flipping a deed, getting a deed. You know, they're quite good. You take them, discard them, and that's that done. Out of the game. And that is the Outriders. Apart from that, there's not much else in Gates of Gold. That is that expansion. The Gates of Gold expansion. Enjoy.